Hi everyone, Monisha here. In this video, I will be completing statistics chapter. Exercise 13.4 is the last exercise of statistics, where we are going to learn about algebra, how to draw it. And this algebra is one of the important question in your board exam, which will be a compulsory question, which appears for 3 marks. So please watch till the end. Only 3 problems are there. One is about less than type and more than type. So less than type or more than type, any one of the 2 questions will be appearing in your board exam. So please concentrate till the end. Let us start the session. Moving on to the first question of exercise 13.4, that is the algebra section. The following distribution gives the daily income of 50 workers of a factory. Convert the distribution above to less than type cumulative frequency. So less than type means we have to do the cumulative frequency by adding the next consecutive numbers. Okay, so that is the same as that of the median. So here class interval and frequency section I have written in column. We have to find out the cumulative frequency, and you have to keep it in mind, if it is less than type, we have to add the consecutive terms. Okay, so first one is 12. So next is 12 plus 14. That is 26. Next is 26 plus 8, that is 34, and 34 plus 6, that is 40, and 40 plus 10, that is 50. Okay, so when we add this, we will get n is equal to 50, by which we can verify the calculation is right. Okay, so in less than type, we have to draw a graph by using upper limit and the cumulative frequency. Okay, if it is less than type, we have to take the upper limit. If it is more than type, we have to take the lower limit. So the coordinates which we have to plot in the graph is, first one is 120 to 12, 120 12. Second one 140 26, 140 comma 26. Next one is 160 comma 34. So next is 180 comma 40, and next one is 200 comma 50. Okay, so this is the graphical representation, whereas in the x-axis we have to write, so this is the horizontal line is the x-axis and the vertical line is the y-axis. In x-axis we have to plot the upper limits which are shown in the graph. The upper limits we have to plot in x-axis, whereas the cumulative frequency which we obtain, we have to plot it in y-axis. Okay, the first reading is 120 12. So for 120 we have to mark 12 here. So this is 120.12. So 120 comma 12. So second one is 140 26. For 140 we have to mark 26. So it will be in the mid of this. Okay, so 140 26. So next one is 160 34. So 160 34. So each line signifies 0.2. Okay, so 2 4 6 8 10. So it is 34 means here it is 32 and this is 34. So 160 comma 34. So next one is 180 40. 180 40, we can directly plot it here. So 180 comma 40. So next last one is 250. So 120 12 should be here. Okay, so 120 12 not here. So 120 12. This is second point. 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Each line, each millimeter line signifies 2 units. Okay, so here it is 120. So after this we have to draw the line. So there is no need of using any scale here. We can draw the line by just joining the points. So this is the cumulative graph, that is the less than type cumulative frequency distribution table. Okay, I hope you understood this. So this is the plot of cumulative frequency graph which we can show here. So this is the graphical representation which I have shown in this section also. There is no need of writing both. This is just for your reference. That's it. So moving on to the second question. So in second question, they have given the values of the upper limits and the cumulative frequency directly. Okay, so during the medical checkup of 35 students of a class, their weights were recorded as follows. Draw the less than type graph. In the previous question, they have given convert the distribution above to the less than type. Okay, convert. There is a word called convert. If they ask convert, they will be giving only frequency, whereas we have to find out the cumulative frequency. Okay, or else they will give like change the distribution to more than type or change the distribution to less than type. If that type of question occurs, frequency will be given, whereas we have to find the cumulative frequency. But here they have directly given draw the less than type graph. Here this is the upper limit, whereas cumulative frequency they have already given, frequency is not there. If they have given frequency means we have to find out the cumulative frequency by adding the consecutive numbers. Since they have given the cumulative frequency directly, we have to plot the graph directly only for this number. So these are the upper limits and where this is the cumulative frequency. Okay, for 38 0, for 38 0, for 40 3 is the point, for 42 5 is the point, for 44 9, for 46 14, for 48 28, for 50 it is 32, and last for 52 it is 35. As per the values which I have given, directly we have to plot the graph. But the question will not end here. They asked to obtain the median weight from the graph. We have to obtain the median, and again we have to draw one more graph. Okay, for this graph or one more graph we can draw it to plot the values of the median weight. Okay, since they have given the cumulative frequency, we have to find out the frequency here. So frequency has been found out by subtracting each and every number. The first one it is 0. Second one, from previous number, from the next number we have to subtract it. That is 3 minus 0, it is 3 itself. Next 5 minus 3, it is 2. Next 9 minus 5, it is 4. Next 14 minus 9, this is 5. Next 28 minus 14 will be 14. Next 32 minus 28, that will be 4. And next 35 minus 32, that is 3. Okay, so next we have to confirm it whether the given values are right or wrong. For that, the last number of the cumulative frequency should be equal to the grand total of the frequency. Okay, so here n will become 35. Okay, so 35n and the last number of cumulative frequency is right. So whatever we have calculated is correct. Okay, next we have to find out the median. In order to find median, we have to find out the median in which class frequency the median will falls. Okay, here n is 35. So therefore n by 2 will be 35 by 2, which is equal to 17.5. So 17.5, we have to see the cumulative frequency where 17.5 falls. So this is less than 17.5, where this is the class frequency where 17.5 falls. Okay, so next we have to write the median formula. So median is equal to L plus n by 2 minus CF whole divided by F into H. Okay, so here the lower limit is 46. L is the lower limit and this is the center frequency F, whereas the cumulative frequency will be the previous one of the selected row. Okay, so L is 46 plus n by 2 is 17.5 minus CF is 14 divided by F is 14 again, and H is the class size. When we subtract the class frequencies, that is 48 minus 46 is 2. So this is the class size. So 46 plus 17.5 minus 14 is 3.5 divided by 14 into 2. Here 2 ones are 2 sevens are. So 46 plus 3.5 divided by 14. Sorry, 3.5 divided by 7. So I will remove this decimal point. So when I remove this decimal point, I have to include a 10 here, because after point only one digit is there. So in the denominator 10 will comes. So 7 into 10 will be 70. Okay, so we have to divide 7 by 70. We can see here 35 ones are and 35 twos are is 70. Okay, so 46 plus half. So we know the value of half, that is 46 plus half is 0.5. Okay, so median will become 46.5. So this is the median weight. Okay, now we have to write the values for this. Okay, we have to take 17.5 and 46.5 in x and y axis. Okay, one more graph we have to plot it here. So after getting the median weight, that is 46.5, we have to plot it in the graph. In the same graph also we can plot it, or else we can write a different graph for this. Okay, so that is 17.5 in the y axis. So here it will false, and also 46.5 in the x axis. So this is the way we have to plot the median weight. I hope you understood this. So moving on to the last question of this session, that is to draw a Auger graph by more than type. There is a slight difference between less than type and more than type. In less than type, in cumulative frequency, we usually add the consecutive numbers, whereas in more than type, we will take the total of frequency. Oh, sorry, I have forgot to write the frequency. We will take the total of frequency, and afterwards, what we will do, we will subtract it from the previous number. That is the next consecutive number. Okay, so that is the difference between more than type and less than type. So in less than type, we will be doing the addition, whereas in more than type, we will be doing the subtraction. And one more thing is, in less than type, if less comes, you have to take the upper limit. Okay, if more comes, you have to take the lower limit. That is the thing we have to keep it in mind. Okay, so here the frequency which we have given, which they have given, we have to add it. Okay, the grand total of the frequency is 100. So that is the first number which we are going to write in cumulative frequency if the question is more than type. Okay, so this is 100 where we will be writing it. Next, what we have to do, we have to subtract it from the numbers, consecutive numbers, that is 100 minus 2. So 100 minus 2 is 98. Next, this 98 minus this number. Okay, 98 minus 8 is 90. Next, 90 minus 12, which is 78. Next, 78 minus this number. 78 minus 24, that is 54. And last, 54 minus 38, which is 16. So this last number and this last number should be same. If it is same, then whatever calculation you have did is correct. Okay, so later we have to write the coordinates. Coordinates, since it is more than type, we have to take the lower limit. Okay, so for 50 we have to take 100, and for 55, so we have to take 98, and for 60 we have to take 90. So for 65 we have to take 78. Next, for 70 we have to take 54, and for 75 we have to take 16. Okay, the coordinates are 50, 100, 55, 98, 60, 90, 65, 78, 70, 54, and 75, 16. Okay, so later we have to plot the graph now. So let us draw the graph for the given coordinates. For 50, it is 100. For 50, in x-axis, y will be 100. Okay, so 50, 100 is here. 50, 100. So next is for 55, it is 98. So for 55, 98, each millimeter signifies 2 units. So this is 92, 94, 96, and this is 98. Okay. So this is 55, 98. So next one is 60, 90. For 60 in x-axis, y-axis it is 90. So it comes here. So that is for 60 it is 90. So next for 65, 78. For 65 it is 78. So this is 65, 78. So next one is 70, 54. For 70, it is 54. So this is 70, 54. So next last one for 75, it is 16. For 75, it is 16. So this is the graph which we need to plot. There is no need of using any scale here. You have to join by using just the pencil. Just join dot by dot. Okay, so this is the more than type graph. One thing you have to keep it in mind, if it is less than type, the graph, if this is x-axis, if this is x-axis and y-axis, if it is less than type, okay, in less than type, the graph comes from x-axis to y-axis. This will be the less than type graph. So if the graph is more than type, then in more than type graph, the graph comes from y-axis to x-axis. Okay, in more than type, it comes from increasing to decreasing, whereas in less than type, from decreasing to in ascending order it will come. Okay, so this is the thing you have to keep it in mind. I hope you understood this. I will be pasting one more graph, that is the just the same graph in another graphical representation. You can write both or you can write any one of it. Okay, so this is the same graph as the previous one. So just for your reference, I have pasted it here. So this is the last question of this episode. If you have any queries or doubts, please comment me on the comment section below, and thanks for watching my videos. So if you need any other videos pertaining to maths or physics, please comment me in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.